Hello, welcome to another episode of my podcast, The Bellsy Black and White, Past and Present. I'm joined tonight by a young fella, Graeme Noble. Graeme is half a wheel kept known about the Bellsy, with his Fraserburgh and the community work. Graeme, feel like night?
Hi, anybody, Willie? How's you?
Half a fine, thanks. Thanks for coming on.
Aye, probably long overdue, but yep.
Well, at least we've got you. So we're going to speak about your Fraserburgh FC and the community in a file, Graeme, but I just want a wee insight to you yourself growing up, and far was growing up for you, Graeme?
It started off in Buchan Road, and then I think it was 5-year-old moved to Queen's Road, and my mum and dad's still there now. So just the South Park was right behind there, so a lot of football being played there. I didn't actually go to South Park. I went to this infant in the Central School, which is obviously the St Andrews schools.
All right.
It's just I think I started off Buchan Road Primary 1 at infant, and my mum and dad just decided to keep me there. So it was a bit funny because a lot of my pals were from South Park, and a lot of football was played at South Park. Again, hours just until mum shouted us in. Just jumped to the dike, and with just our age ranges with loons all on us, academy and even sometimes left the academy, and again some younger Ians. There was a young Ian Bissett. He was my neighbour.
All right, okay.
Gordon and Heather was next door to my mum and dad, and a young Ian. He was a cracking player. Even there was a fair age difference between some of us and him, and he still runs circles around quite a few of us. Like I was keen to be a player. Like his dad seemed to be a player of mine. I was come on to the park. If I was just a couple of us, a kick about again. Now I was useless for headers, and I mind Gordon crossing us by, and I just slammed it into the goals. And again, it was just like, wow. So Gordon's a player. Aye, but Ian was a really good player. It's how he did. You just had this bar bounce and in the back, again, night and day, really. He was continuing to play football, like so.
So your story, just like a lot of other folk, you get up and you play football morning, noon, and night until it's time.
That was it. Aye, that was it. Again, with a good group of pals, a lot of probably decent football players. We even made our own goals. We only had one set though. I think we made one set. I think that's all we had. We'd only one net and one, half a dozen bits of wood. So we made our own goals, and it was always a fight to fight. Father was going to hear the goals, or Father was scoring into the goals. So it's good memories. So a lot of pals again. There, I said, for different schools as well. Again, just it was really, really good. Like,
sorry,
when you go, yep.
So
I think.
Go.
Sorry. Aye, yeah. I think my first memory is really about football. If it got me into football, was my granda and my uncle, Sandy and Peter Cow. A lot of folk will ken Sandy Cow for the Aberdeen Supporters Club, and obviously Peter as well. He kind of took over. I mean, they founded the Broch branch of the Aberdeen Supporters Club.
Yeah, okay.
They were absolutely Aberdeen daft. I didn't mind Gothenburg. Again, I think it was I started going to games maybe 1984, 1985. I didn't really mind Gothenburg at all. I mind them speaking about it tonight, but probably I would have been if it would have been 7 then. So
aye, okay.
Aye, probably a lot of good memories for my granddad, my uncle, and they took us. Like my dad used to. He was working at school and worked 12-hour shifts, 7 days a week. So he was he liked his football. Unfortunately, he was a Rangers supporter, or still is a Rangers supporter. I mean, my youngest brother, but me and my other brother, both were Aberdeen supporters, and that's doing my granda. Again, just taking us to to all the home games, and as we got older, we started to get to some of the away games, and been to a lot of the I suppose the Premiership in like Dunfermline and Falkirk and all that kind of teams that were on the Premiership then. So we've been to a lot of that grounds. With a good run of the Skol Cup finals, we obviously the Rangers beaten us a couple of times, but I think the 13 eventually got a win. So that was fantastic. And my best memory is probably the Scottish Cup win against Celtic. Was it 1990? My younger brother Gordon was there again, and I was a bit jealous of him because why is he coming along again? And but I just mind that day, and again, my granddad was he was quite affectionate. My uncle never was. Again, he was quite standoffish. Again, but I mind that day we won a game. And Peter's going around hugging Abdi, me and Gordon. It was like we were barely looking at these things. He's never done that before. So really, brilliant memories of that. Again, I mean, unfortunately, neither two of them are here now. I think seeing Fidaydi at the Broch and all like that, my granda, my uncle would be pretty chuffed. Oh, that again. I mean, I mind clearing out Peter's room after he passed away, and again, he's got in some amount of programs.
I can imagine.
He had see all the voting slips for the Player of the Year.
Aye.
Still had all them. I mean, he had boxes and boxes of stuff. Programs and books, like your Alex Ferguson books, Alex McLeish books, Willie Miller books, everything. One of the things to do with Aberdeen or Scotland, Peter really had. So it was again. We've still got his stuff. We've still got our thing. He's got again. There was like I think he's got 4 Gothenburg programs because they were I was on a bus clearing up again. So I would be the odd program. Again, there's so much doublers in that box, and again, me and my brother, I used to get programs fun. Went to games as well. Again, so I have a massive collection as well. Unfortunately, I tore out all the posters in the middle. Again, they were hung up on the wall. Again.
Okay.
So, no, fantastic. And I mean, again, a lot of folks speak very, very highly of my grand and my uncle. Again, and really great to hear it. A lot of folk first time games maybe were at Aberdeen and on the supporters bus and things like that. It's a lot of good memories.
Well, I kent them both, but I never kent till the next. They were your grand and uncle. Didn't ken that.
Aye.
I didn't ken that. No. And then Peter, of course, I kent him as well through the golf.
Of course, aye. Yeah.
Of course.
Aye, he wasn't a bad golfer. Won a few things as well. Mine being to a presentation, but kind of mine for that was probably about 98, 99 kind of time. I seem to mind him winning something. Yeah, he was a good golfer. He kind of gave up after probably. I think so he had Parkinson's, and I think if it was the early signs of that, he just got scunnered to golf. Not quite sure why he kind of stopped again.
Well, reasons best known to themselves,
Yeah.
So, Graeme, without being cheeky or condescending to any Aberdeen fans, because they're having a great deal of success recently, when you started watching Aberdeen, that'd been a right good time to watch Aberdeen. It'd been a decent side way back then.
Aye, it was Miller, McLeish, McKimmie, Robertson. A few of them I kind of did go to Rangers as well. I mean, Davy Robertson got to Rangers, and Theo Snelders. That was my hero.
Aye, okay.
I was when I started off playing football, I was more of a goalie. And you kind of size him. I wasn't. It was a 5-a-side football. It was an 11 side. I was a couple of times. I was in goals for 11 aside. It was playing for the boys' brigade. We was the third Fraserburgh boys' brigade. And I can't mind the score. I think I definitely let in 3, but I was a couple of lanes that went over my head and the ref never blew because there was no nets in the goals, thankfully. And I see went over my head and into goal. It was probably a peach of a goal. He said it was over a bar. I'm like, no arguing. I think he just looked at this, put in my size, like, yeah, that was good.
You mentioned the boys' brigade there. Was you in for a while, the brigade?
A long time. Started off in the juniors, in the kind of late 80s. A boy, Benny and me. I was George and Robert White. You probably might ken Robert for the golf. Again, they got us playing football. Again, it was football. You to do your drill and do the horse and again the trumpet and things like that. And I loved that. And I was pretty good at that. There was a good few of us, and we won a lot of trophies between the horse and the football. It was quite a good group. Kind of the fourth Fraserburgh I was the ones to beat. Again, the fourth again they were just such a big company, and I mean Finlay was in a fourth. Like, unfortunately, the third's no longer going, and my boys all went through the fourth and fifth. The fourth company to go, or the fifth company. So my boys both been to they both got their Queen's badge, and I didn't get. That was like the highest award in the boys' brigade, and I never got it. I left to go to college in Edinburgh, and I couldn't commit to it. It was too much to do, a lot of volunteering and things like that. So, as I was saying to my two boys, I said, right, you've got to get your Queen's badge. Again, so they've both got their Queen's badge. So I was really chuffed that they got their Queen's badge again.
No, I was never in the brigade. I was an army cadet when I was young.
Oh, aye, yeah.
Is the boys' brigade still popular yet as it was back when you went out? Is it still going strong?
Aye. So my boys went to the fourth, and that's Ken Martin Dunbar, David Smith. Again, Martin. He's been there since a boy. He's been there a long time. I can't remember he's how long he's been there, but he's been captain there for I think 20 years or so. Again, he's again such a great mentor as well for myself and for the kids. I was there helping as like an officer or a helper. So I was kind of reliving my youth a lot of time. I think a lot of time I forgot that I was supposed to be helping out and being in charge, and again, just getting stuck in with the boys playing football and doing the horse and all like that. Again,
kids would appreciate you getting stuck in though, as opposed to standing watching.
Well, I mind when I went into senior section, so it was like 11 years on, like 11 to 16, really. Well, it continues after that. Again, there was Alfie Smith, Sandy Scott, and Jack Taylor. Again, they were again fantastic mentors. That's where I got my love of volunteering for. Really was the time they spent, and again they were like parents as well. Again, I mean, they just taught you the right things, and really interested in you. And I mean, Sandy was in his 60s, and he was still doing the horse and the trumpet, and he was still good at it. Again, I mean, one time the trumpet and went the horse, and his false teeth went skite. Again, onto the crash mat, and of course, I think if I was more embarrassed, it was the kids were all like, "Oh my god!" And Sandy was like rushing to get them in, but still a smile on his face. Again,
there's never been fear to laugh at kids.
Again, it was such a scream. I mean, with a few. Gavin Weems, again, he used to play for Broch. He was there again, cracking football player. Toby and Ben McKillop. So Ben, I see him posting a lot, and again, that's probably another one. It should be on this black and white past and present, because he's got a great story about the broch and all like that. Again, I always followed the broch, like in the newspapers and all like that. But I think I went to Dundee game. Was that in the 80s?
Mm-hmm.
It was like a friendly. I can't remember if it was it Jim Duffy's Testament. He was certainly playing Jim Duffy. The only player I remember for that day, and there's a video kicking about, and I was thinking, oh, I was there somewhere, but yeah, so that's it's Aberdeen was kind of my team, but I still follow the broch.
Mm-hmm.
I think I must have been offshore the first time the 2002 year they won the league.
All right.
Okay. I don't remember the parade or nothing. No, it's about I worked offshore about 97 to 2006. So I missed. Yep, I've seen a lot of things, but also missed a lot of things as well.
The joys of working offshore, eh?
Yeah. That was it. So no, great memories with the boys' brigade. Like,
that's good. Now, they say to be a goalie, you need to be a wee bit crazy, which is going to tie into the next I'm going to speak about. You tell me, if I fond of duking in the sea, you need to be a wee bit crazy, yeah, now surely.
Aye, well, I was in this afternoon.
Oh.
So, I started it 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Probably quite a tough time in my life in 2021, and I seen this and I thought, oh God, I'm going to try this again. I thought I was off my head, like, but I went doing the first. It was a Saturday or a Sunday, because I think there was a group, the Salty Water Dippers, and so I kind of met on a Saturday at like 8 o'clock. So next week I'll go, but this week on Sunday I thought I'll sneak in and just go in myself and just
test the water, so to speak.
Just taste the water, yeah, definitely. Again, and trying to scream like a girl again.
Aye.
So I went doing, of course, there was a whole group of quines and a couple of loons as well. I can all our guys.
Aye.
And I said, oh, is this? I said, goodness, is this your first time? They were so welcoming. Again, I just thought, oh my God, again. So t-shirt on and just a kind of pair of Bermuda shorts or duckers or whatever you want to call them, and just and you go again. Oh, and something for your feet as well. Just the struggle. There's weaver fish in the sand that can give you a nasty cut. So so something. Again, some folk wear wetsuits, some folk wear t-shirts, gloves, boots. Again, it just depends the time of year. I mean, I started in the summertime, but I carried right through into winter. I would say 3 or 4 times a week I was doing it, and it was just so good for the muscles, the mind. I never feel calm now. Yeah, it's fantastic. And I've started doing it again. I kind of let it go. Kind of last year, I wasn't going as much. My girlfriend Julia, I was surprised she came in with me.
Okay.
I said, "Oh, you fancy going in?" And she went, "Aye." And yeah, so she comes in now, you know. There's a lot of folk does it, and quite a good group. There's a fantastic group at Salty Water Dippers, really, really friendly, and just got like a WhatsApp chat, and somebody says, "Oh, if I was going for a duke today, I'm going at 5 o'clock," and folk will meet up, and again, so hats off to them.
When I'm duking Graeme, I'm out the back in my hot tub, 40 degrees. That's my type of water temperature.
Aye. It is. A hot tub is fine afterwards.
So
Brian Hay, I've been a couple of times where he's been in. He swears on that as well. Like so.
Aye. Well, they enjoyed themselves doing in Dundee in the morning after we played his Fife. But
okay.
The whole team was in. They had
nice
wetsuits on.
Yeah. To be fair, the only reason it's still brilliant if you go in with a wetsuit. But the only reason it's just too much of a faff. Getting the wetsuit on and off, and especially if it's cold, you're better just straight on with one of these hooded towels and just in the car and home and in the hot tub.
When you get in the water, Graeme, obviously it's really cold. So what would be the maximum time you'd be biding in the water?
they say 10 minutes, especially when it's call. Like just now, today I was in about 20 minutes or so. It was a bit nippy, but it was probably still about maybe 11, 12 degrees. A couple of weeks ago, it was up to about 16 degrees. So it's reasonably warm. It's warmer than you think it is.
I'll take your word for it, 'cause I'm never going to try it.
But yeah, but winter time. I mean, there's been folk in New Year's Day, and I have tried it. It's cold. That is cold. That's
I could well imagine.
Yeah, especially if it tides out, because it's a long walk up.
I really enjoy a walk by the beach in the water, just up the boot my ankles to my knees. I really enjoy that. But I would never venture far on that. It's just too cold for me.
Never write it off. Martin de Bar again, Boys Brigade. We challenged the boys to go in one night, and he was doing quite a few weeks as well. Like so, yeah, he did it, and there's a few. Brian Sims' brother Martin's doing quite a lot as well. I hadn't seen him for a while. We used to be doing quite a lot as well. Like so, aye. I've been a few other places as well. There's a group up at against the Sandy End and Cullen and Banff and that. They're called the Wild Dukers. I've met up a couple of times with them as well. In fact, I went up. Was it Bucky? We were playing Bucky. That was I think that was a season. I think we drew. That was the info. We drew 2-2.
2-2, aye.
Well, I went in the sea just before that. Again, I was in for about half an hour, and then again bombed up to Bucky. I think it was Banff. It was in like 7 o'clock and like 7:30. Again, I got in about 8:05, 8:10 again. But it was worth it because again we got a result, and that was in our way to the.
Let's warm things up a wee bit. Tell me about Frisbee in the community. What's your involvement and what exactly do you do?
Right, so probably since FFC in the community has been going since about 2013. I think it was sometime in May 2013. That's the Facebook thing says. I think it was Shelley Sutherland started off. We Brent Bruce and a lad Paul Finney, and when Hunter went for Martin, Paul went we Chris up to for Martin, and they started a wee match day club thing as well. But Shelley was staying with the Broch, so after a while I was involved with like the midnight fit bar at the FFC in the community was doing. The Super Saturdays, remember Super Saturdays used to get the outside pitch. That's right. So we've been up there a couple of times. So I just started helping Shelley there. And that's kind of when I started going to Broch games. I think it was 2014 I started going to Broch games, and it was great. Again, Shelley was fantastic, and and then obviously Mark Cowie took over for Chris, and he was encouraged it as well. He was always like, fit can we help you, and obviously Finlay, fantastic support as well. And yeah, it's just fantastic. So we started off doing Shelley started off doing just inviting kids, and I think we charged them £10 and going. They kind of like ball boys. They're just like round the park. We just thinking of them round the park. Got a wee bit of coaching to start with, and then again maybe meet the players on the pitch before we start. A wee bit of coaching. At half time, going to the pitch. At half time to play a couple of games, and then we take them into the hut and we feed them up, and then let them loose on their parents and watch the second half of the game. It's not really changed much for that. Obviously, we've had a few different coaches. A boy Andy Dodson helped me. Then Claire Batty come in, I think 2015 as well. Again, she was along after me, and myself and Claire's kind of been the kind of core team for long enough. But we've had just a lot of quite a lot of youngsters we've managed to develop as well, and coaching. Queen Rebecca Rebecca Monroe. I mean, she ended up being a referee.
Okay.
She's into rugby and I think cricket as well. So quite a competition on a Saturday. But she helped out for a few years as well. She was really good. It was a boy, Jamie Park. And funnily enough, I met him last year, and he was up at Banff. He works like the AstroTurf Fair. Is that in Macduff or is that in
Well, that's
Banff?
McDuff. Oh, yeah. So
It is Macduff. Aye.
Mayor's,
So he was working there, so I hadn't seen him for a long time again. So and we've got young JT with us just now as well. And I've had my kids as well. Luke's helped out. I mean, he's now 20. Lewis, he's just turned 16. And my daughter Katie helps out as well. And Claire's parents, Cameron and Kira, so they're the ball boys and ball girl now. So so they've been here for a long time, Ken. But it's great fun. It's I would have loved to have had something like that when I was younger. I must admit, when I started watching Fraserburgh again, up to 2014, I think I'm just looking here. I wrote down my first game was against Huntly, 6th August 2014.
Okay.
We won 4-2. So that was a good result. But what struck me was the lack of kids. There was hardly any kids at the game. It was maybe just that game, but then more and more we've worked at it. We going into schools. We've done a lot of work in the schools. We've done, as I said, the midnight football. So that was kind of aimed at academy kids to try and keep them out of trouble. So that was up at the academy on a Friday night. We've had street soccer at the Asda car park. We were involved with that with the council as well. And now it's like there's a lot of kids in the Belsley. It's great to see. Yeah, it's fantastic to see among the kids and all the coaching that I do, the Claire does, Sean Butcher, Logan Watt. You look at their photos and it's all broch strips. It's fantastic to see. So absolutely fantastic to see.
You can work in the academy. The amount of kids going to PE now with broch strips on is so good to see. They're away. On the last strips. Before it was Old Firm in Aberdeen. You see broch strips away now in the academy. It's great to see.
I know. Oh, it's fantastic. It's fantastic. It's great. I think we've got it into Just Right skin last year.
Aye.
It was Soccer World before. It was just difficult to get the kits, and it was just great to see them. Kind of like before, we had them in Designs and You selling them through there, but and again, Palma did really well getting them sold as well. I mean, remember when Shelley started off? She was selling the strips for the little hutty. Again, I think it was the Zeus tops we started off with. And again, it was a lot of work for Shelley. And she says, no, it's too much work. So it's fantastic. And we've got, there's a Designs and You does a lot of the merchandise. And now obviously Just Rights do the kits and a few other bits and pieces as well. So the amount of broch badges you see about, it's not just football tops, it's hoodies, it's the hats and everything like that. And
it's great to see kids supporting their local club, but it's bearing in mind you guys that have done it. It's a massive testament to you guys, the work you've done, because you're seeing all this broch tops now. So you need a huge back for the great work you've done. So
I'll go for the photo because the background just prompted me there just now. I think this was maybe the next question. Was the Forest game? Obviously, we're winning the league that day. I've got to set a record straight as well. I've listened to a couple of podcasts. Mark Cowie, Ryan Cowie, about me bragging on other kids. Yeah. So I've got to set the record straight. So that day we had Sean Butcher's kids, kids phase coaching. classes. And I spoke to Jason. Like Jason come up to me, said, "Oh, right, at the end we're going to have a guard on her, like we normally do, and the players will come out of the dressing room. Yeah. So if you can get a couple of folk just to again do the guard on her, again, I'm like, oh, no bother. But by the end of the match, I mean, we were kind of like treading around, then we weren't thinking that again we're guaranteed winning the league, and there's still a bit of apprehension. We didn't want to see it, kind of like if we were like whispering things, and but every confidence we were going to do it. So kind of lost quite a few of the kids. It was in because like Sean had asked all the parents to come along with him as well. So there was a lot of kids, a lot of people there that day. So we kind of lost a lot of them. I'm like, so as I was walking along, so we opened the gate and we had probably half a dozen, maybe a dozen bairns. And I'm just, come on, just grabbing them out of the crowd. So I got up towards the tunnel. I was like, okay, yeah, right, come on, you come out. A lot of folk I speak to, a lot of the kids. I said, like, oh, you come, Ken. So I'll get a decent guard on her. And then I seen Ryan running over to get his family and kind of like that. And I'm going over and said, Ken, is there any more to come over? And Ryan just says, I just get them all. I said, well, I think they're all here. And I thought he was speaking about his family. He says, get them all out here. So I did. That was enough for me. Off I went. I started off run up the dugouts, and I went all the way around and pulling kids out the. I mean, I was folk actually throwing their kids out. I remember one took an half a tumble. I was like, oh my god! And I did say as I was going around, I said, I kind of guarantee they'll be here at the end of this. They might get lost. So yeah, it was great because they're all shouting like, Graeme, some of the All-Arenes, kind of like, and like maybe nearer 16, 17, they're all, and I was like, I'm just getting the kids on. They stayed, they rather stayed, but come on later on, it was great, but it was just that guard on her, and like when Willie West come out and high five, and every one of them. Again, like Mark's like, come on, we've got a trophy to lift here. It's one of my favourite days there. It's an eeksy peeksy with Willie West testimonial. And I loved Willie's testimonial.
Well, you watch your kids on a Saturday, they're obviously get a massive buzz out of it to do the guard out on her and see the effort that little kids put in when they're on the park playing at half time. It's like must be like a World Cup final for them because they put every effort possible in. It's great to watch them.
Yeah, I mean, Shelley kind of sorted out that we hadn't really strayed away for Shelley kind of put in place. And I mean, I was pushing the boundaries. At times, Mark or somebody said to me, like, whoa, just calm down. I mean, I had a ball boys up, was that 2 seasons ago, up to Turriff.
I might not come up in the bus with us.
Aye, come up in the bus again. And so I says to Mark, and I said, is it okay if I can the bairns warm up for you? Again, so we had them all out with the stretchy bands, and again, Ryan was doing his warm ups, and Willie was doing his warm ups again. And then I mind him again, like from the strikers get a shot at the goals again. Well, I've got 4 kids lined up ready to go. Ryan says, whoa. He says, you can let the players get a shot first again. Okay, so yeah, sometimes I need reining back, but a lot of times they didn't rein my back, and it's I'm like a big kid.
My nephew's Loon Ryan Downey was among the 4 because we all went back to Turriff to watch the Scotland match.
That's right, aye. Aye, that's right. Yeah, I'm texting all the parents and we're in the pub watching the Scotland game.
Losing men. He said, no, honest, I can't mind if Scotland played, but I mind being in watching the game and we won.
Aye. And it was got a last minute kind of goals as well, wasn't it? Because the place was absolutely broken.
Winning. I just can't mind how we played. Doesn't matter. One. See the mascots. I love when I wind up with the mascots at my door when they come up on a Saturday. How do we go about selecting mascots? Have you a system for doing it?
Aye, so we've it's always just been folk have asked. So we put them on a list, and most years we've got a nice small list, and we get most of them done within the season. Now it's crazy.
I can well imagine.
I've a list over 25 bairns at the moment. Folk ask me, oh, you see next week? Can I get? I'm like, again, my bairn's birthday's next week. I'd love to sort everybody out.
Aye.
I said, look, maybe next year. And I mean, literally, we're signed up for this season and probably next season.
Again,
and
Graeme,
same with my. So yep.
Sorry, again, that's just testament to how well you guys have done. You've got all these kids desperate to be ball boys.
Aye. Yep, that's right. We've got our first ball girl as well. Jason's gone in ball attendance now, so. So you might see our new bibs quite soon. Ball attendance. So.
Ball attendance.
Yeah.
Oh, very good.
No, it's great. It's great. It's not just boys, it's girls as well. It's football and Claire's obviously Claire and Brinson a lot of good work and got Fraserburgh girls link up teams, girls teams. Fantastic to see, and got some volunteer coaches to get them up and running. So it's great to see. Something I would have loved to have done when my daughter was younger. She's not really into football, but she likes helping out on a Saturday. No, it's fantastic. But it's a Claire and Brent, and Brent's obviously he works for Aberdeen FC in the community community trust. So he's done some good work there and getting some of these groups going as well.
Good to see. See that photo behind you, Graeme. See how that youngsters on that pitch? I bet they'll never forget that day. I was on the pitch from the day the Brock won the league.
No, I'm the same, and my girlfriend's got a photo of me with a bottle of champagne. Now, I think it was empty, or I maybe had a swig. I was working the next day, but I managed to get off. I was supposed to be working on that Saturday, and I was trying to get off again, like a shift work, because I need somebody to fill in for me. So our lad Paul, he filled in for me. And I was like so grateful. And it was quite a quiet night. We just come home, and I think me and Lewis and Julianne we just had a wee glass. Well, Lewis didn't, but we had a wee glass of champagne just to celebrate, and then go to bed and back to work the next day. But I didn't sleep very well. I was absolutely buzzing, absolutely buzzing in the Saturday. The whole day was just a fantastic buzz. I mean, the 15 minutes delay, wasn't there?
Like the crowd was run by the clinic.
And we were like, we took the kids on at like 3 o'clock, and like, I have to still out training. I'm like, I think if it's happening here, it's happening. So it took us a minute to, I think Finlay, but if WhatsApp chats, it's delayed. I'm like, oh, right, okay. So we just got the fit bars back out in the pitch and started warming them up, and just to try and just waste a bit of time, but just keep them entertained for 10 minutes or so till we did the guard honour as well. So.
Well, Graeme, we could chat here all night, but time is beating us again, so we'll have to stop it there, pal.
That's no bother at all. I've enjoyed it.
You on eventually. It's been fine speaking to you, and I'll